Hang tight, can you see it? Streaming the truth live from where they decree it. Sylvia speaks, no filter, no buffer. Courtroom drama couldn't get any tougher.
From the gavel's first bang to the witness stands tears, Sylvia's lens captures all your hopes and fears. Uploading justice one trial at a time, tuning every moment, edges sublime.
Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Faces tell stories, the courtroom can't hide.
Are you ready?
Insights cut through the divide. From jury talks to the lawyer's secret. In Sylvia's world, you know you'll need it. Behind the scenes where whispers are loud, her lens reveals the truth in the crowd. Courtroom secrets laid bare to see. Stay curious with Sylvia Spree. Every objection, every sharp retort, Sylvia's there to give you the report. Exclusive footage no one else can snag. From catchy headlines straight to the tag. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show.
Faces tell.
Hey everybody, it's me, Sylvia. We're back. We're back with the reenactment of the trial of Little Dirk. We started with the examination of Jam, OTF Jam, and we will continue. We have our actors. We have Jam here. Hey Jam.
Hello.
We have Mr. Steele. Hey, Mr. Steele.
Hello, everyone.
And we have the district attorney. I don't know who the district attorney is, but hey. Hi, district attorney. You're muted. District attorney? Can she hear me? Lord have mercy. Y'all, we got the district attorney. We don't know what's going on with the district attorney. One second, y'all. District Attorney, did you hear us? District Attorney? Oh my goodness. we were trying to get her up to speed, and for some strange reason she's having issues with her computer. Lord have mercy. We're sorry, guys. We are so sorry. In the meantime, we're trying to figure out what's going on. We apologize for the delay. 1 second, guys. My apologies, guys. I don't understand what's going on with her computer. We've been having problems with it from the beginning. All right, so we're going to have Sunshine, can you be the prosecutor, please?
Yes.
All right. All right, guys, now we can get started. Hold on a second. Can you hear us?
I can hear, I think. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Lord have mercy. Okay.
All right,
Well,
y'all. We're going to get started now. Thank you so much.
on 217 we're going. You've heard that before?
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about some of these lyrics. It begins, blast his ass. I don't even ask when it come to cash. They catch him, blast his ass. Jam, get out that jam. I give him 50, ain't got to ask again. Is that referring to you? Jam, get out that jam.
Yes.
And I give him 50. How do you understand that?
Like 50,000 money cash.
And Mr. Banks continues, he was catching murders way back then. Is that you?
Yes.
And then he continues,
Mr. Morse, please ask the witness whether he believes it refers to him.
yes, Your Honor.
And ask him why he believes that, not what is in Mr. Banks' mind.
Yes, Your Honor. Do you believe that was referring to you?
Yes.
Why?
I mean, he say my name.
Ain't
Ain't no
no,
I didn't play him. And then he say he was catching murders way back then. That's when the Max was in you. Max is the gun that I was known to carry murder with me. When I was younger, before I went to prison, that was just my choice. And a lot of people knew that. So that is why I feel he's talking about me.
Now, would you say that while you were in custody, Mr. Banks was particularly supportive of you?
Yes.
Can you explain that?
I mean, when you go to jail, it's like it's your loss. If I'm going to be honest, to me, and people forget about you. I ain't going to lie. He didn't do that. He stayed in touch with me. He made sure I was straight. He changed his number. He made sure my mama had it, you know. He talked to me even when he was busy and only had a couple of minutes. He still picked up his phone.
Did you appreciate that?
Of course.
At some point, you got out of prison.
Yes.
And you said that it was February of 2022.
Yes.
Okay, once you got out of prison, did you have a chance when you first came out? Hang on. There we go. I'm sorry. Once you got out of prison, did you have any clothes when you first came out? Did you have any clothing?
Yes.
Okay. Were you given clothing?
Yes.
By who?
Dad bought me some clothes and Jason gave it to my mom for me.
Can you explain that?
I had talked to Dirk on the phone and told him, like, I was basically coming home to nothing. Like, I ain't got no clothes, I ain't got anything. And he's like, yes, you do. You got us. You come home with us. And I told him I needed some clothes. And he said he was going to have Jason go pick me up some stuff. Like, call Jason and tell Jason your sizing.
Did you do that?
Yes.
And was clothing delivered to you when you got out of prison?
Yes.
High-end clothing or just regular clothing?
No, it was designer stuff, high end.
And did you eventually, when you got out of prison, at some point meet up with Mr. Banks and OTF?
Yes.
I'll object to the term OTF.
All right. The objection that it's compound is sustained. Ask about Mr. Bank and then ask about OTF.
Did you meet up with Mr. Banks, and was he present with OTF members when you met up with him?
Yes.
You have been talking about Jason Smith during your testimony. Your Honor, the government moves to admit, if it's not admitted already, Exhibit 112, which is a photograph of Mr. Smith.
Wait a minute. 112 is admitted.
Oh, thank you. Showing you Exhibit 112, do you recognize who is in the photograph?
Yes.
Who is that?
That is Jason.
Is he holding a photograph of someone?
Yeah, of Bob.
And Your Honor, when you met up with Mr. Banks, were photographs taken of you and the group?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, the government moves to admit Exhibit 113, which is a collage of those photographs.
Let the witness tell us what it is, Mr. Morris. Exhibit 113 is admitted.
Yes, Your Honor. Publishing 113, please. Thank you. Mr. Hester, do you recognize the photograph I'm showing you?
Yes.
Okay, do you remember how long you had been out of custody? Is this when you were out of custody?
Yes.
Do you remember how long you had been out of custody when this photograph was taken?
Not that long. Like maybe, I don't know, like 5 days, a week, something like that. Not that long though. A couple of days, I'm not sure, but it wasn't that long.
Where were you when this photograph was taken?
This was Detroit.
How did you get there?
The driver swam the boogie and walked to meet her.
You said a driver named Sam took you, Boogie and Wop.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll talk about who Boogie is a little bit later. Okay, but you end up meeting with Mr. Banks first of all. Can you identify the individuals in this photograph?
Yes. And my left is me looking at the screen. To my left is Twin. Then there is Dee Dee. Then there is me. Then there is Dirk. Little Fuzz and Walt standing behind. Boogie on the side of me.
Okay, so this is the person you indicated is Dee Dee.
Yes.
Okay, what's he doing with his hands?
Dropping weight.
Disrespecting gangster disciples?
Yes.
Who is this individual here on the far left?
Twin.
Twin?
Yeah.
Is that an OTF member?
Yeah.
Okay, and obviously he is Mr. Banks.
Yes.
What's he doing with his hands?
OTF.
And who is this individual here?
My cousin Walt.
Wop?
Yeah.
Can you spell that for the court reporter? Is it W-O-P?
Yeah. W-O-P.
Thank you. And who is this individual here?
Boogie.
And do you know Boogie's real name?
Alpha Houston.
Okay, did he participate in the murder of Saveas Robinson with you as well?
Yes.
And what was his role?
The driver.
Okay, was Mr. Houston, and I'll call him Boogie, was Boogie also a gang member?
Yes.
What gang?
Boogie was GD.
A gangster disciple?
Yes.
And how was it that he was hanging out with these other people?
because he grew up around us. Like where they found South Brain, it's like it's Boogie's energy. He right there. He grew up with D-Thing in them. So we ain't look at them. They was GD, so we ain't look at them like no awesome.
Just so we understand, Boogie grew up around you guys.
No, Boogie didn't grow up. He grew up around D-Thing.
Okay, he grew up around D-Thing. That is Mr. Banks' brother.
Yeah,
Okay, so he was close with your group for that reason.
yeah,
You're saying,
yeah,
was he in OTF too? Did he claim OTF?
yeah, yeah.
I want to go to page 5, please. Showing you page 5 of Exhibit 113. What are we looking at here?
Me and Dirk on stage in Miami.
Was that a club?
Yes,
Were there members of OTF there at the time?
yes.
Let's go to page 3, please. Showing you page 3 of the same exhibit, there is an individual to the far left of this photograph standing up. Do you recognize that person?
Yeah, that is Duty Low.
Duty Low?
Yes,
Is his real name David Salisbury?
yes.
Okay. Did you know? Did you grow up with Dodie Lowe like the others, or did you meet?
No, no, no. I met him when I got out of jail.
Who did you meet him through?
Who did I meet him through?
Yeah, who introduced you to him?
I mean, he kind of introduced me to himself, but when I went around Dirk and them, he was there.
Oh, got it. Moving on to page 6, showing you page 6 of the same exhibit. You are depicted in this exhibit. Are you depicted in this exhibit or this page?
Yes,
Okay. Do you know where you were at the time when this photograph was taken?
at another club. I ain't sure what, but it was a club, I think. Maybe this was in Miami too. I ain't sure.
Okay, this would have been before the murder of Mr. Robinson, though. Is that right?
Yes,
Okay, and there is an individual here in the gray sweater. I just circled him on the far left. Do you know who that is?
that is Cuz.
You knew him as Cuz?
Cuz, Bonnie.
You said Bonnie?
Yeah.
When did you first meet Cuz?
When I first went around Dirk and them for the first time.
When you first started being around Dirk?
Yeah.
Do you remember when the first time it was that you saw him?
Like exactly?
Or when were the circumstances?
We was getting ready to, I think it was like a show or something. I remember him coming in with, he had 2 bags of money. Like if he was wanting to get blood money for him from like the venue people. Because it was like 2 big bags of money and he barely could carry them. He put them down in front of blood unzipped them. And it was just like, damn, this is a lot of money. And I asked him how much it was, and yeah, that was my first time being around him.
You used the word venue. Did you mean a concert venue?
Yeah,
So the first time you saw Cuz, he was carrying a big bag of money.
yeah, 2 of them.
Did you have an understanding as to whose money that was?
That was blood money.
Okay, you've used the term a couple of times, blood. Who are you referring to when you say blood?
My bad, Dirk.
Is that something you called
Yeah,
Mr. Banks?
yeah.
Do you have an understanding of why that nickname existed?
It came while I was in jail.
Hearsay, then, Your Honor.
Sustain.
Okay, so what was do you know his name to be Calvin Grant? Cuz?
Yeah, I do know now, but I didn't know it then.
Okay, but you understood going back to Mr. Banks, his nickname to be Blood, correct?
One of them.
One of them, what was that term used, blood, within OTF or to describe Mr. Banks?
Yeah,
Is that what you guys called him?
yeah,
All right. And now getting back to Cuz, do you know his real name to be Kevin Grant?
yeah, I do now.
Okay, you do now.
Yes.
Okay, what was his role within OTF as you understood it?
Like I said, I just see him handling blood money a couple of times. But other than that, it was like him always giving me guns wherever we at in cars.
Okay, let's unpack those two things. He provided you with firearms.
Yes,
Did you know of if these firearms are coming from him or were they coming from someone else? If you don't know, that's okay.
I mean, I can't necessarily say where they came from, but I know every time, like,
Objection, Your Honor.
Overrule. Steele, Mr. Steele.
You can continue. Speculation.
You can continue your answer. Mr. Hester, I'll strike it if it's inappropriate to do so, but give us your answer.
so wherever we at, and no matter what state we in, there's always told cuz to give me a gun.
Get you Jam a gun?
Yeah,
Were you present for those conversations?
yeah, it would be in my face.
Did you have an understanding as to why Mr. Banks, wherever you went, wanted you to have a gun?
Objection. Cause for speculation. Overrule.
Protection. He know I'd use it.
You know how to use it, you said.
I say protection, and he know I would use it.
He knows that you will use it.
Yeah,
Did you get the impression that Mr. Banks encouraged you to be aggressive at times?
Objection, Your Honor.
Let's find out why. Overrule.
404A.
Overrule.
Did you get that impression?
yes.
Answer the question, Mr. Hester.
Can you explain why or give us an example?
When we was in Miami, it was a dude around us, and he was looking at me like he was like kind of jittery acting, and didn't know who. I didn't know who he was, so I asked him who was he, and he told me he was one of Tory Lane's artists, and I basically told Dirk afterwards, having to ask the dude who he was, like I told him, like I'm gonna start robbing, I'm gonna start robbing these goofies coming around us. Like they got all this jewelry, they ain't got no jewelry. And Dirt, like that's what I'm talking about. That's the jam I've been waiting on.
The jam he has been waiting on.
Yeah,
Okay, let me just unpack a little bit of what you said. You said you were at a location and
Your Honor, can we approach?
You may. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, you can stand and stretch. Yes, Mr. Steele.
Your Honor, I presume this testimony is about to be that Dirk Banks encouraged this gentleman with this to commit armed robberies. I've never heard, Your Honor, your court permit this.
It was. What is the specific example that you're bringing up here?
Uh, the upshot of this is that our theory of the case is that Mr. Banks was keeping and securing the loyalty of Mr. Hester and encouraging him to be violent once he got out of custody.
Excuse me, Judge. Some of the jurors need to use the restroom. All right. Let's start again at 2:55. You are, and then we'll take another short break between then and 4:30. But ladies and gentlemen, you can be ready as soon as you can be, no later than 2:55. And don't discuss the case or investigate the case. Thank you. All right. You can continue to discuss this here. All right. Go ahead.
Yes, our theory of the case is he used Mr. Hester to commit acts of violence, just like he did in Los Angeles murder. Once Mr. Hester got out of custody, he encouraged.
Alleged.
What happened? Once Mr. Hester got out of custody, he encouraged Mr. Hester to carry a gun, to use it if necessary, to rob people, and to be generally aggressive.
I now understand where you're going. And the rob people, I think you have made your point. He's done this. I thought that it was going to be a much more milder thing than this. So the objection is sustained. And you've established this and you will stand clear. You stay clear of it. I mean, likewise, I understand that it's what your theory is, but likewise, it's really just really speculation on his part as to what Mr. Bank would have known, especially when he was in prison, which is why I sustain the early objection. So likewise here, I mean, the different reason, of course, this is a 404B, not a 404B, so the objection is sustained. You'll establish that to the witness. He felt that
I understand. I can move on.
Mr. Banks was encouraging him to be aggressive. Sunshine, go ahead. Oh my gosh, she's in the store, y'all. Okay, all right, Your Honor, we were just asked because this came out of the left field that we need clarity. This is again, we raised 404B, notice objection. They are continuing to smuggle in. They have done it from the beginning of this case. They have continued it from their exhibit list. This is unacceptable. Again, this adds to a basis for severe severance that we had sought, and now that we are learning mid-trial new 404B evidence. So the government needs to lay it all out now before or we are moving for a mistrial, because it's unacceptable. It bleeds over to Mr. Wilson. All right. This is there anything else here, counsel, that could possibly be construed as a 404B?
I don't believe so, other than what we discussed off the record and other than things this court has let into evidence, like the sliders, providing Mr. Grant, Mr. Hester with sliders. And I'll just say this is inextricably intertwined from the government's position.
Look, but the point isn't whether
I'm just saying it's not 404B.
it's something in which there should have been notice. I clearly did not understand that there was going to be a talk about some other armed robbery. So you really have to just be candid with everyone if I'm going to make an intelligent ruling. Yes, Mr. Steele. It's Mr. Finland. Your Honor, I just want to say Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Finland. No pun intended with the witness stole the word from me. This court has gone through painful efforts to vet all 404B, issue balance from them against 403. We spend a lot of late nights, both sides, writing back and forth to submit our brief. And to just get sprung onto this, raising, we may not know it, the name of someone famous that we didn't know we could have used during the jury selection. This Tory Lanez is a famous guy that is in jail now. You know, it's just a lot of this is really prejudicial. I would like the jury to disregard what they just heard. You would think if you were going to raise a famous person that I understand got convicted within the last few years here in Los Angeles for a violent act in front of this jury, you would have told us because we would have told you.
Your Honor, we just view that differently. And the upshot is that Mr. Banks told Mr. Hester that that is the jam I have been waiting for. In other words, waiting for to come out and to be this person. And he deployed that person to Los Angeles to commit a murder and to settle a beef.
that that part about the reason the lyric came in is like I said, as long as the jury understands that is his belief and why, that is something else that is encompassed in it. So the specific request to tell the jury to disregard it is no, but just move on.
Understood, Your Honor. I'll move on.
For the
For the
record, go ahead.
for the record, a curative instruction too.
I'm sorry, Miss O'Connor. What exactly is the curator instruction that you want?
The curative instruction would be that Mr. Banks is not on trial for any armed robberies or
Well, he didn't actually say the armed robbery. I mean, in front of the jury. I don't think the jury heard that.
I heard it.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he encouraged him to rob this person.
Okay, well, I will strike that and I'll tell them not to do it.
And curative instruction.
Yes. Your Honor, the point of my colleague's cross examination, I know there is a few 30s and 302s. This in this incident is not, as I recall, in any of the 302s. And so it's just not something in day 4 or 5 that we could expect to come out at left field. I don't think the government can rationalize why they didn't let us know so we can vet these issues. Only to say that because, again, Your Honor has gone through tremendous effort to try to. Mr. Finley, I don't need to say that. You know, we have, but we have. We have vetted these issues. Yes, Mr. Morris?
I wanted to say this is not 404B, as I've indicated. We view it as inextricably intertwined. It's long been discussed to counsel. He has told this during almost every one of the 30 interviews that they've banded banded about. And also, oh, hold on. What page are we on?
237.
Thank you. And also under 403, Your Honor, these men are being accused of stalking a murder. He's going to testify, Mr. Hester, that Mr. Banks was trying to kill or trying to encourage O Block to kill Mr. Quando Rondo. I think the 403,
That falls within the conspiracy, and the other thing does not.
Okay, understood.
Your Honor, as we leave your bench, this is scripted to my view. Maybe it's not, but Mr. Hester and the prosecutor had this discussion. We should have included it, not in the 302s. And how do you unwind this? So I am respectfully, I don't want to do this, but I am respectfully asking the court to reconsider over this break a mistrial because I do not know what curative instruction you give.
Mr. Wilson joins. All right. In moving with for a mistrial, all right, I was not. I don't believe that Mr. Steele specifically made the motion. He says more that it's something to be considered. If you are specifically making the motion, or okay, Mr. Steele, are you making the motion or not?
Yes.
All right, that's fine. All right, we're joining. All right, you're joining. Is Mr. Lindsay joining in this motion? All right.
We're a wonderful prosecutor. He's a wonderful prosecutor, but it comes from them. This is like the witness blurted this out, and the witness, this was choreographed. I would have never done that. And it's not for the prosecutor to say, well, it's intrinsic. It's 403 analysis. It did come in the case late, but I read a lot and it was pain it was a painful decision because the court severed the case.
This is not necessarily grounds for a mistrial, Your Honor. He didn't even say that he robbed them. If he were allowed to continue, he would say, I didn't rob them. I didn't rob him. And so that is the fact of the matter as we know it.
That has nothing. That might reflect on the witness. It doesn't really reflect on Mr. Banks. But in any event, what I'm going to do is to tell the jury to disregard any testimony about him being encouraged to act aggressively. Anything that was said in that guard should be disregarded. And I remind them that Mr. Banks, and for that matter, all three defendants are only on trial for the events which are alleged in the 5 counts of the indictment.
Fair enough, Your Honor. Thank you.
Can we take a couple more minutes rather than 2:55?
All right, you can. Your Honor, I do also have to address an issue with 164. We got the notes last night, and the government knows and misrepresented to the court that that video demonstrated Mr. Wilson claiming to be a murder man. And as the government knows, and they grossed over it that he referenced to me a murder man who this witness know is identified to the government. They did not provide a transcript nor notice in advance. We moved to strike the entire. Well, that we will have to discuss it another time. I can't make a ruling right here, right now. I think I know he referring. Oh, go ahead, Mr. Morris. I'm sorry.
I think I know what he's referring to.
Discuss it, and then we'll discuss it later.
Okay, thank you.
Do we have a few more minutes, Your Honor?
What's that? What's that?
Did you say we get a? I just want to run to the bathroom.
Yeah. Yes. You've got some minutes before 2:55. That's that. Let's get going. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. All 50 of you are here. Before your break, there was some testimony about an incident in Miami. In general, a question about whether this witness had been encouraged to act in an aggressive manner. The testimony is stricken, and you are ordered to disregard it. In general, I just want to remind you that Mr. Bank and as Mr. Wilson, Mr. Lindsay, as well as, of course, are only on trial here for what is alleged in the indictment. the specific crimes that you have heard alleged, in which I instruct last Friday, nothing else. And to the extent that you hear anything else, I've gone over this many times in regard to OTF and the Black Disciple. It is only to the extent that it helps you, if you believe it does, and if it doesn't, that testimony is decided whether the government has met its burden of proving each element of these crimes beyond a reasonable doubt. Counsel, you may ask your next question.
Thank you. If I could publish, I would publish 113, page 6, please. All right, I'm showing you, Mr. Hester, Exhibit 113, page 6, and you've already identified the individual in the gray sweater as Cuz, correct?
Yes,
Okay, you mentioned that he provided guns, and then you also mentioned that he provided cars.
yes.
What kind of cars?
Like hot cars, stolen cars.
Did you say hot cars?
Yes,
Okay, and are these hot cars that he provided also known as sliders?
yes,
Okay, before we get into that, is that a term that is used amongst Black disciples to slide? What does it mean to slide?
yeah. It's used. It's a Chicago thing. Flying is like basically committing shooting, murder, a slide on your house, pulling up on them.
Is that typical to use? Is it typical to use a stolen car when sliding on your op?
Yes,
Are those called also hot cars, as you just said?
yes,
You're saying Mr. or Cruz provided hot cars
yes,
and sliders.
yes,
When you're in OTF, let me ask you this. Did there come a point when you had gotten out of prison and you were hanging around individuals who identified as OTF members? Did there come a point where someone had a conversation with you about what was really going on in OTF?
yes.
Who?
Dirk did.
What did he talk to you about?
So we was at a studio. We was having a conversation amongst multiple of us, and Dirk pulled me to the side, and
Let me stop you for a second. Your Honor, can I lead through this part?
I'm sorry, counsel. Please repeat. Tell me what the question was.
The question was, did there come a time where Mr. Banks had a conversation with him about what was going on in OTF?
Yes, I heard that. Yes, you may lead here unless I hear an objection, and then I'll rule on the objection.
Thank you. Okay, so Mr. Banks had a conversation with you.
yes,
Did he express dissatisfaction that people weren't sliding for Vaughn?
yes, yes,
Okay, and did he tell you that while OTF appeared a certain way, it actually wasn't that way?
yes,
Did he tell you that people were acting Hollywood within OTF?
yes,
Did you understand that to mean that people weren't sliding?
yeah, and not really.
Okay, you can stop there. Stop there. Thank you. Okay, so you mentioned did there come a point where you had a discussion with any members of OTF about folks that OTF had beefed with?
Yes,
Okay, did you come to the conclusion that OTF was an organization that had beef with various people?
yes,
Did that come as a surprise to you?
as many people. Yes,
Is it fair to say when you were in custody, you thought OTF was just music?
Yeah, that is all me and Blood talked about.
That's all you and Mr. Banks talked about while you were in custody?
Yes.
All right.
Counsel, I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask the lawyers to approach, and I hope this will save us some time later on. Just bear with us just a moment. There at the bench. All right, Mr. Morris, again, I didn't hear any objection from counsel or asking. No, this is for a limiting instruction. But I see under no theory that that conversation with Mr. Bank can be a co-conspirator statement. And therefore, do counsel want a limiting instruction that it is limited to Mr. Banks? Yes. Yes. Okay. Next, I have to say, I don't know how many times I have to say this to the government. The conspiracy here is not OTF. This is not the second trial. So, to some degree, I just don't see where you are going on this, on saying that OTF was not just a musical group. I mean, OTF isn't on trial here. It's not a RICO enterprise. If the conspiracy here is conspiracy to stalk and kill Mr. Bowman. So I just really just have to ask here. Like, I just don't get where you're going on this, except just to do you think you're going with this. Mr. Banks?
Mr. Banks is expressing dissatisfaction that OTF wasn't sliding for Vaughn, was not getting revenge for Vaughn.
Okay, that is where this is going. Then ask him that. Don't set this up as an OTF is not just a musical thing. We've gone through that. OTF is not a conspiracy here. If you want to ask, did he raise dissatisfaction with sliding for Vaughn, then that is fine. Ask him that. But don't have this wind up where you are trying to deal with OTF. Look, you are the one who chose to indict someone who arguably had a very great life and would have reluctant to throw it away. So deal with that, but don't deal with by bringing all this OTF stuff. That is the reason why I granted the severance.
I'm not trying to.
Well, certainly sounded that way to me.
Fair enough.
Counsel, you may proceed.
Thank you.
Oh,
Mr. Hester, are you familiar with the term slide for Vaughn?
Yes.
Did you learn about that when you got out of custody?
Yes.
What was your understanding of it?
Like, basically do something. Do something for Vaughn getting killed and do something about it.
Did you ever talk to Mr. Banks about this quote unquote slide for Vaughn?
Yes.
Can you tell us about those discussions?
He hated it. He didn't. He ain't like that. People was trolling him, like say he only would like Vaughn a lot. Because people come out slide for Vaughn and it was getting to him. He didn't like it.
Did he express to you why he didn't like it?
It was just basically like nobody doing it. He just tired of hearing it. You know, that was his homie. That was his little ace and shit. My bad.
Did he ever talk to you? Did there come a time where Mr. Banks had a conversation with you about Quando Rondo?
Yes.
First of all, when was that conversation?
Like the exact date.
Was it after you got out of custody, right?
Yeah.
And the murder of Mr. Robinson happened in August of 2022, correct?
Right.
Can you tell us in that window around when this conversation would have been?
Maybe a month of me being out, or could have been before that. I'm not really sure, but I'm going to say maybe a month.
Where did that conversation take place?
It was in Atlanta in the studio.
And Mr. Banks was present?
Yeah,
Was anyone else present for that conversation?
yeah.
Who?
It was me. It was Dirt. It was Dee Dee. It was Will. It was Lil Bonnie Duty.
Duty Low?
Yes.
Okay, anyone else?
And I think it was Twin.
Okay, tell us about that conversation.
I don't know who. I can't remember who initially brought up the trolling stuff, but Blood got to talking about it. And he got to talking about what the rapper 6ix9ine doing, trolling stuff, and people stating on the internet and talking about Slide for Fun and how people not doing what they rap about. You know, he basically let us know, like, if a MFer catch Quando Rondo or Lil Tim, they going to be straight. Ain't got to worry about nothing.
If the MFs catch Quando Rondo or Tim, they will be straight. They ain't got to worry about nothing. What does that mean to you? What did that mean to you?
So, minor wise, like, you going to be good.
Like you would be rewarded financially.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you say that you heard him say catch Quando Rondo or Little Tim, how did you understand catch to mean?
Catch him mean to kill him.
Okay, and when he said that, do you remember what the reaction was amongst the group? Did you respond? Can you give us a little bit of detail?
I mean, people was like nodding their head, and I think somebody had said something like, that's like a half a ticket or $1 million, like that. And Blood was just like, man, MF don't have to worry about nothing.
Okay,
Like,
just want to make sure I understand. You said you think someone in that conversation said that was a $500,000 or $1 million.
yeah.
Do you remember who said that in that?
No, I'm not sure. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, and how did Mr. Banks respond?
Like, whatever. MF is gonna be straight. MF ain't got to worry about nothing.
Did you ever talk with Mr. Banks about his use of the cell phone application FaceTime?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
They felt, I don't really know where they get it from, but he felt that FaceTime was the best way to talk on the phone because the FBI, the feds and stuff can't listen in on the FaceTime.
So your conversations that you had with Mr. Banks, was it mostly FaceTime or was it not all the time? Not at times. Can you give us a sense of that?
Yeah, it was the majority FaceTime.
What about the conversation you had with others like Bonnie Moo, for example, or Mr. Wilson? Did you ever have phone conversations with them?
Yeah, FaceTime.
FaceTime?
Yeah.
Was that generally the way that you communicated with those individuals when you called them?
Objection. Leading, Your Honor. Overrule. Ask your question, Mr. Morris.
Was that generally the way that you would communicate with those individuals using FaceTime?
Yes.
Okay, now you mentioned that Slide for Vaughn was something that the trolling, as you called it, was something that was frustrating for Mr. Banks. Is that correct?
Yes, it was.
Okay, have you heard a song where Mr. Banks talks about sliding for Vaughn and trolling?
Yeah.
Okay. Your Honor, the government is publishing Exhibit 397, which has been admitted by this court.
397 has not yet been admitted, but now it is, and you may publish it.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, the song, it sounds like it begins with, "They be on my page like slide for Vaughn. I know they trolling me." Did you hear that?
Yes.
Did you understand? What did you understand that to mean based on your your conversations with Mr. Banks?
Just basically doing everybody always that's their first comment to say slide for Vaughn, slide for Vaughn. That was like they bullying type of way, like to get under the skin.
Did you get the impression that this was people online?
Yeah,
And then he says, "Got it back in blood." Did you hear that?
yeah.
What does it mean to get it back in blood?
Like revenge, like somebody bleed when they get shot. Somebody bleed when they get shot up and get killed. Got it back in blood.
It says, "Got it back in blood. Y'all just don't know. That's how it's supposed to be."
Yeah, like that is what is supposed to happen.
What do you mean by that? Can you explain that to us?
Like when somebody do something to you or somebody you care about, they kill them or shoot them or something. Basically, you just doing the same thing back to them. And you know, that's part of the game. That's how it's where we from. Like, that's what we laid by. Get it back in blood.
During this time period, again, when you had been released from prison, but before the murder of Mr. Robinson, were you traveling with Mr. Banks and his entourage?
Yes.
How often did you travel with them?
All the time, whenever I wanted to.
Okay, and how did you get to the location where were these out of state locations sometimes?
Yes.
How did you get to those destinations?
Right.
And who would arrange those flights?
Through Jason.
Jason Smith?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Hester, there's a binder in front of you there. Unless the court would just allow me to lay a foundation, it's a text message string, Your Honor, between
What exhibit are you talking about?
it's Exhibit 43, Your Honor,
1 second.
between the witness and another individual.
Any objection to the introduction? Any objection to the introduction? Mr. Steele.
One moment, Your Honor.
It's not being offered for its truth, Your Honor. Demonstrate the relationship.
I understand. Counsel, any objection for purpose for which it was in admission was just stated. Your Honor, I'm confused. It's 24 pages. Are we I'm sorry. Your Honor, it's 24 pages. It's just moved to admit not for the truth, Your Honor? All right. What I would like you to do, counsel, is then we will do this old school. We will have 43 in front of the witness. Tell us what page you want. He will look at the specific text, and then you can ask him questions about that text rather than admitting the entirety of the exhibit.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have Exhibit 43 in front of you, Mr. Hester? Mr. Hester.
There. Yes.
All right. You may start asking questions, Mr. Morris.
Yes, Your Honor. So do you have Exhibit 43 in front of you, Mr. Hester?
Yes.
Okay, is that a text message string?
Yes,
Do you know who that is between?
me and Jason.
How do you know?
That is Jason's number right there. And that is one of my old numbers.
I'm sorry.
Jason number, the 31218 number.
Okay. And I want you to turn to page 5 of that document, please, and let me know when you're there. Do you see
Yes,
page
see
5?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you see yourself sending a text to Jason?
yeah,
Do you see you're referring to Mr. Banks?
yes,
Are you referencing authorizing a flight?
yes,
And are you indicating that Mr. Banks authorized you to fly?
yes,
And are you asking Mr. Smith to purchase you a flight?
yes.
Okay. Your Honor, we move to admit this page and show it to the jury.
You may, but in the future, if you would just read what it says and then by that.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Page 5 is admitted. Obviously, read it and then ask him after I have a chance to review it and see if it should be admitted.
Yes, Your Honor. At the top of the screen, there is a blue text bubble. Is that you?
Yes,
Are you sending the message that says, Dirk ain't say nothing to you about a flight?
yes,
And why are you sending that message to Jason Smith?
because that is how I get my flight. Like, I asked Dirk, he told me he going to tell Jason Bookie or tell Jason Bookie.
Okay, and did you have authorization to have Mr. Jason Smith book your flight without Mr. Banks' approval?
No,
Why not?
I mean,
Mr. Steele. Objection, objection, speculation. Overrule. If you know, Mr. Hess.
that that's not my money. I mean, that is his money and his friend.
So you had to tell Jason that Mr. Banks had approved it. Is that correct?
Yes,
Leading.
I'm just summarizing, Your Honor.
The objection is sustained. The final answer is stricken. Mr. Morris, you may ask the question again in a non-leading fashion.
Thank you. I want you to take a look at page 13. Can you turn to page 13, please? Do you have page 13 in front of you?
All right. I have reviewed 13 and I intend to admit it in. Is there any objection?
But we understand, Your Honor. Your Honor, may we have just 1 second? We understand, Your Honor.
All right. Page 13, Exhibit 43 is admitted. You may proceed.
Thank you. If we could publish 13, please. All right, this is the part of the text message string between you and Mr. Smith.
yes,
Is that you in the blue bubble again?
yes,
Does it say a gang? I just told Blood I need a flight to DA. He said, let you know. Is that what you wrote?
yes.
Okay, can you explain what you're doing there?
Telling him that I need a flight to Atlanta. That I talked to Dirk about it, and Dirk told me that I'm good.
And then you say, you follow up with, did you holla at Blood? Do you see that?
Yes,
Okay, what are you trying to communicate there?
like basically, did you talk to him? Did you get the okay?
And just scrolling down just a bit to the last message on this page, Mr. Smith appears to indicate or ask for when. You see that?
Yeah,
You understood. How did you understand? How did you understand that to mean?
like when you want your flight, what time, like when you want to leave.
And did he get you multiple flights throughout your time between August and February 2022 and August 2022? Did you get multiple flights booked for you through Jason?
Say it one more time.
Yeah, did you fly multiple times where Jason gave you the ticket?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Okay, and that was always with the authorization of Mr. Banks.
yes.
Okay, and I want to talk to you about the events of October 18th or the events of August of 2022. How did you first become involved with the murder of Mr. Robinson?
I got a phone call from going in there.
You got a phone call from Boney and them.
Yeah,
Okay, just so the jury,
my
Jam.
damn.
it's okay, just so the jury is clear, is that kind of a Chicago slang to say in them?
Yeah,
So it would be like
multiple, more than one person.
Michael and them, John and them.
Yeah,
So you said you got a call from Booney and them.
yeah.
And tell us about that. Where were you when you got that call?
I was in the car with my baby mama. We was just coming from dropping my son off, I think, at like practice school, something that had to do with the school. I was just dropping him off when I got the phone call.
Okay, so it would have been in the early morning.
Yeah,
Would it be is that the same day you ended up flying out from Chicago to San Diego?
yeah,
Okay, so it was the same day that you flew out. You get this call. You recall it being early in the morning. Tell me what happens.
and so Bonnie got my phone, and he like, look, bro, we need you to get on a flight and go to LA. Like, we need you to do it right now. Like me and Blood. Then he basically let me know, like, Dirt was off his other phone. He was like, Blood, you there? And he like, yeah, I'm here. And they were saying, Booney was saying that he been calling the people, been calling three of them, not answering the phone, calling them, see why they not answering. And he told me he would go, but he had to see his parole officer, so he couldn't go.
This is Booney Mo talking.
Yeah,
You mentioned the word blood. Do you mean you could hear Mr. Banks' voice?
yeah.
Did it sound like you all were on a three-way line, or did it just sound like his voice was coming from a separate device?
No, he was on the other phone, and Boney said he on my other phone, Blood on my other phone. Hey, Blood, you there? He like, yeah, I'm here.
Generally speaking, did you have multiple phone calls at this time?
Yeah, we all did.
When you say we all did, who is we all?
Me, Boney, Dirt, a lot of the majority of everybody who hung around me had more than one phone.
Okay, so you get this phone call. You said you can hear blood in the background. Does Booney tell you anything else?
Yeah, he telling me, like I said, he was telling me that Dirt wasn't answering the phone. They would call multiple people trying to get them to answer the phone. See if I can get them to answer the phone, call their phones.
You said Threat wasn't answering. Is that what he told you?
Yeah,
Is that a nickname for someone?
yes,
Who?
Dee Dee,
Defendant Wilson.
yes.
Okay. And so once he told you he couldn't get in contact with other folks, he wanted you to come out. What happened next?
So he was saying everything he was saying, but he wasn't. Like, he wasn't really telling me.
We
Like,
don't hear
not
you,
only,
OTF Jam.
I can hear.
I can hear him.
okay, so I start over.
Okay.
So he was saying everything he was saying, but he wasn't. Like, he wasn't really telling me. Like, the only thing he's saying is he needed to hurry up and get on the flight and go to LA. But he not giving me more than that. And you could kind of tell the way he talking, like there was something going on, but he wasn't giving it to me. So when he told me to try to, when Boogie told me to try to get in touch with Dee Dee and my rappy, which is Boogie, I hung up the phone and I tried to call Dirk's phone. And when I called Dirk's phone, it rang like once or twice. And Booney called me right back. Like, what's up, bro? Like, Blood don't want nobody calling his phone who is coming to LA.
Okay, you said Blood don't want no one calling his phone. Who is coming to LA?
Yes.
And what did you understand that to mean?
Just, I guess he don't want no contact. He don't want no contact with nobody that's coming to LA. Like, he don't want them get his call on, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so Booney called you back. What happened next?
I just basically like, because he like, what's up? Like, what I wanted, you know, what I'm saying. And I just brought up the flight again. Like, do Jason know to book my flight? And he's like, yeah, call Jason. So I got off the phone. I called Dee Dee phone a couple of times. I called Boogie, called my cousin Chris. Then Dee Dee wasn't answering it first. Boogie answered. My cousin Chris responded. He said he would go, but then turns around and said he couldn't find his ID.
Your cousin Chris, is his name William Malcolm?
Yeah,
And you're saying initially the plan was for Mr. Malcolm to come with you.
yes,
You used another word while you were discussing this portion of your testimony. You said rappy. Is that what you said?
Rappy, yeah,
You said Boogie is your rappy,
yeah,
and Boogie is Asia Houston.
yes.
What does that mean, rappy?
It's just a slang term, like somebody that you be with all the time and do stuff with all the time. Just, yeah, we say rappy. I don't know where it originally come from, but that's what we use.
And were you particularly close with Asia Houston during this time period?
Yes, we got close.
Okay, so you indicate you were told to call Jason. You called him.
Yes,
Did you eventually have a text message exchange with Jason?
yeah,
Was that text message exchange related to your travel?
yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
I sent him my information. I sent him my cousin information. I sent him Boogie information. Then my cousin Chris told me he couldn't find his ID. I let Jason know, and yeah,
Okay, do you have that binder in front of you still?
yeah,
Can you turn to tab 52 in that binder? Should be the same one.
52.
Yeah, 55-2.
On these sheets or exhibit?
Exhibit, please. I'm sorry. The exhibit 52.
This has been admitted.
Oh, has it? I'm sorry.
Yes, you can publish it on the screen if you wish.
Great. It's okay. You don't have to find it, Mr. Hester. Do you see the text message string on your screen there?
Yes,
And it looks like you text the name William Malcolm. Did you do that?
yes,
To Jason Smith.
yes.
Why?
That's my cousin's first name.
Okay. And this is, at this point, this is August 18th, 2022. The timestamp is 8:02 a.m. Do you see that?
Yes,
And when you talk to him, when you text him this, though, you were in Chicago.
yes,
Okay, so it might have been a different time for you at that time.
yes,
So you text William Malcolm, and then the next message, it looks like you put a birth date there. Is that right?
yeah,
Is that Mr. Malcolm's birthday?
yes.
Scroll down next page, and it appears at 8:14. At 8:14, Jason Smith appears to respond with some kind of message. Do you see that? A thumbnail?
I can't really see it. It's little, but yeah.
If we could publish 52 and 52A side by side, please. Okay, do you see your right hand side of the screen, a boarding pass?
Yeah,
Okay, and whose name is on it? Do you see your name there?
yes,
Okay, is that the boarding pass you received from Jason Smith?
yes.
Okay, let's go back to 52, please.
I don't believe that 52A was previously admitted. It will be admitted now.
Thank you, Your Honor. If we could just go back to 52. All right, the next message that you send is where bro shit at. You see that?
Yeah.
Why did you send that if you recall?
Basically, where? I don't know if it was either Chris or Bowie Flight. Them are the only two people information I think. So I guess I will ask them where either one of their flights was.
Okay, and if we could go to the next page, page 3, please. In response, Mr. Smith appears to say, same confirmation. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, and what did you understand that to mean?
Like the flight information.
Okay, and then in response, it looks like you send a photograph. Is that big enough for you to see?
Yeah.
Okay. Your Honor, the government moves to admit this photograph, 52B.
52B is admitted.
If we could do a side by side on those two exhibits. Okay, taking a look at 52B, do you recognize what you were sending to Jason Smith?
Yes.
What were you sending?
Boogie ID.
Why?
So he couldn't book his flight, so he got his information to book his flight.
You end up talking to Mr. Houston about going to LA.
Yeah.
At this point, do you know why you're going to LA?
No.
Okay, do you?
Not confirmed yet.
Not yet?
No.
Do you pack any bags to go to LA, or you just kind of go get straight to it?
No, I ain't take no bags. I was told, like, go to the airport. Like, need you to get on the flight right now. So it was like an emergency. Like, I ain't go home. I ain't go back home and pack no bag. I just went to the airport.
Okay, if you could go to page 4 of Exhibit 52, please. All right, on page 4 of this exhibit, it looks like you say, book bro shit. The homie Chris saying he can't find his ID, gang. Do you say that in your next text message?
Yes,
Okay, and what was going on there?
that's what my cousin said. He couldn't find his ID, so he couldn't go. So I was telling him to book his flight to go with me.
And then you indicate it looks like he with me. We on our way to the airport now. Do you see that?
Yeah,
Who is he? Who are you referring to there?
Boogie.
At that point, Boogie would have been with you.
I think I just said that. I don't think he was with me. I think he was on his way at the same time as me, if I ain't mistaken.
Okay, you can scroll down a little bit. Next page. Okay, then at 10:21 a.m., at least in Pacific time, it appears that Jason Smith sends you a message in response. You see this?
Yeah,
Your Honor, move to admit 52C, please.
52C is admitted.
Thank you. If we could publish that side by side. Okay, showing you Exhibit 52C. Does this appear to be a boarding pass that you were sent
yes,
in the name of Aisha Houston?
yes.
Now, when you were traveling to, well, let me ask you this. At some point, did you talk to Jason Smith about the precise destination where you would be flying into?
Yeah. So he said that because at first they was just saying LA. But when Jason called me, he said Blood don't want us to fly straight into LA. So we're going to go to San Diego.
Did he explain to you why Blood didn't want you to fly straight into LA?
No,
You were traveling with Asia Houston, the two of you.
yes.
Did you have any idea as to whether there would be others that you were going to be traveling that were going to be traveling from Chicago?
I think I got word Dee Dee was coming, but that's it.
Okay, and did you eventually go to the airport and take a flight?
Yes,
Okay. Your Honor, I'm going to move to admit 36. I think it might be in already though.
36 is not yet admitted, I believe, but in any event, it is now.
Thank you, Your Honor. Publishing page 1 of Exhibit 36. Okay, do you see Exhibit 36 in front of you, page 1, Mr. Hester?
yes.
What are we looking at?
Me and Boogie in the airport.
Okay, this is time stamped to be 4:04 p.m. on August 18th, 2022. Is that about the time you remember arriving at the airport?
I don't know. I'm not sure about the time. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, let's go to page 2, please. Is this you and Mr. Houston on page 2 walking through the airport?
Yeah,
Okay, hang on just a second. I'm struggling here. Okay, go to page 3, please. Showing you page 3 of this exhibit. What are we seeing here? Do you recognize the man that is in the red highlight there?
yeah, that's me.
That's you? What are you doing?
Getting into a truck.
Do you know who ordered this, that like an Uber?
Yeah,
Do you know who ordered it?
I think. I I think Boogie did.
When you got into the Uber, what was the plan? Where were you going?
To get something to eat. We was going to Hooters.
Were you going to leave immediately and head out to LA, or were you staying in San Diego for a little while?
Yeah, we were staying. We were staying there because we was waiting on Dee Dee to come. We was waiting on his flight to land, and we was all going to leave together.
So someone told you that you were going to be waiting for Mr. Wilson.
Yeah.
Who told you that?
I think that was Cuz who told us because I know he had a Sprinter van coming to get us.
All right. And you first contact with
Government, you're breaking up. Government?
I'm kind of I can't really hear. I don't know what happened.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. But did you talk to him that day?
Eh, Yeah.
By the way, in terms of your relation, were you close with Cuz? What was your relationship like with Cuz?
Just give me gun.
Okay, she's having a hard time, y'all. I don't know what's going on in her phone. The government?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
And he said, did he say just give me guns?
Yeah. You said just
Okay.
give me gun.
Okay. Is he someone that you would have taken orders from?
No.
Is he someone who you would have flown out to Los Angeles if he told you to go?
No.
Why do you say that?
I mean, because we don't even got that type of relationship. He is nobody. That is Dirk's friend. I won't take orders. Like, who is him to take orders for? He ain't nobody.
You said he's nobody, but he provided you with things, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, but you wouldn't take orders from him, it sounds like.
No.
Okay, so you said you go to a restaurant.
Yeah.
Which one?
Hooters.
Okay, and who is there when you are at the Hooters restaurant?
Who was there?
Yeah, who was there with you?
Just me and Bliggy.
Okay, and while you were at the Hooters restaurant, did you find out more details about why you're in Los Angeles?
Yes, I did.
Can you tell us about that?
We talked to Duty.
Duty Low,
Yes.
tell us about it.
Duty let us know that he got word from somebody at a weed dispensary that Quando Rondo and them was coming to buy weed from him. And we was going to kill him. You know what I'm saying? We was going to catch him before he got the weed and kill him.
Taking a step back around this time, had there been other efforts to locate Quando Rondo that you know of?
Yeah, a few things. So it came up before that they had found the location of him out there from where he from, but
Was it successful in terms of locating him?
it was finally unsuccessful because
You don't have to tell me why.
um
Was it successful?
no,
Okay, but is it accurate to say that you all had been looking for Quando Rondo or open to locating him?
yes,
Objection. Vague. Overrule.
Okay, so you learned from Dodie Lowe that you are there to kill Quando Rondo because you all had his location. How does that communication come? Is that a phone call? Is that a text message? How does that happen?
with Duty,
Yes.
FaceTime,
Duty FaceTimed one of you?
yes,
Do you remember if it was you or Mr. Houston?
It was one of us. It was just me and him. It probably was my phone.
Okay, and did he give you any other information?
That he was just in tune with them, and he going to know when Fondo and them land and what hotel they're going to be in and stuff.
So let's just unpack that. Dodie said that Quando Rondo's hotel, that they knew where he was staying.
Yeah.
Okay, and you said something about he was into it with them.
No, in tune, like in tune with the dude who was supposed to be selling Quando the weed. Like he was in tune with them. Like dude was telling him their moves, like where they was going to be at and stuff like that.
Somebody was providing the location of Quando Rondo.
Yeah.
Okay. And so is this the first time you're hearing about what the plan was in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your reaction like internally? Is this something you wanted to do? Is this something what was going through your head?
No, it ain't something I wanted to do. I'm just like, dang, like I wanted to get out of this, but I ain't have no way. So I just went on the plane.
When you say you don't have any way, do you mean you didn't have any way to get out of this?
Yeah.
Can you explain that to us? Why was it that you felt you didn't have any way to get out of this?
Because I found it, you don't stop nobody from killing somebody, bro. That is a no. That will get you killed. You know what I'm saying? They'll get mad and kill you, or people will think you are some police and kill you. Like, damn, what are you on? Like, this is just something, it's just something you don't do where I'm from. You don't stop nobody from killing somebody. That will get you killed.
This Quando Rondo beef, did you consider that your beef?
Hell no, no.
Why do you say that?
Because, bro, that was Vine getting into it with NBA YoungBoy about one of his homies he's messing with. It was some rap stuff. I'm not in that industry. You know what I'm saying? Them two are people in Chicago. That's what that stuff is going on. That had nothing to do with me.
Were you comfortable with committing a shooting in Los Angeles?
No,
You say that pretty quickly. Can you explain why you have that reaction?
because I'm not from there. Like, if anything was to go wrong, like, I was thinking about it at the time. Like, if anything was to go wrong, whether we get into a high-speed chase, any of that, like, I don't know where to go. I'm not from here. Like, I don't know these places, you know? Like, if we crash, then I got to get on the run. Where am I going to run to? Like, I don't know nothing about this place.
Have you been in situations like that before in Chicago where you were doing some kind of violent act and had to get away from police?
Yeah,
And are you saying it benefited you knowing the terrain?
of course.
And when I asked you if this was your beef, when I asked you if this Quando Rondo beef was yours, you mentioned that Vaughn had gotten into it with the NBA person.
Yeah, with NBA YoungBoy.
All right. And that had nothing to do with you as far as you were concerned.
Man, no. It really had nothing to do with him. He was just around with his homie.
Who is him?
Vaughn.
I'm sorry. So you didn't have anything to do with him being King Vaughn.
No. What I'm saying is, you said, did him getting into it with NBA YoungBoy have anything to do with me? And I said, no. It didn't even have nothing to do with him, meaning Vaughn. Ball was just round with his homie. They met a dude and stuff escalated from there.
Did you feel like this was something that you personally needed to get back for?
No,
Why is that? He was a black disciple. You're a black disciple. Why didn't you feel like you needed to get revenge?
yes, he's a black disciple. He's not a black disciple for non-black, so I'm not obligated. And he's not my homie. Like, that is not nobody that I grew up with, kicked it with. Everything who I got feelings for, like that I got love for. When somebody do something to him, do I want to do something back? No.
Okay, so it sounds like that was your internal reaction. What did you say in response to Duty Low saying that you were there to kill Quando Rondo?
Nothing. Me and Boogie looked at each other and just like, all right, okay.
So you decided you were going to do it.
Yeah,
Did you eventually meet up with some other individuals in San Diego who ended up committing the murder with you?
yes.
Who?
Dee Dee, Flopper, and the CBL shorty.
You say Dee Dee. That is Defendant Wilson, yeah? Oh,
Yeah,
let's first talk about the person that you refer to as Flocka. Your Honor, may we publish a demonstrative Exhibit 24? This is a photograph of Mr. Jones.
All right, you may, when you say demonstrative, is this, I take it, you want it in evidence?
If the court would allow it, we would admit it into evidence, Your Honor.
If he recognized the photo, then yes, Exhibit 24 will be admitted.
Thank you. Publishing Exhibit 24. Do you recognize who is in Exhibit 24?
yes.
Who is that?
That is Flopper.
Had you met Flocka before you saw him in San Diego?
Yes.
When did you first meet Flocka?
And Juvie.
In juvenile hall?
Yes.
And how long were you in juvenile hall for that particular stint?
I don't know.
Okay, well, let's ask you this. So you met him in juvenile hall. Were you guys like friends in juvenile hall? What was going on there?
Yeah, I used to do a lot of fighting. I used to do a whole lot of fighting. And that is how we became cool. Me beating people's ass. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Court.
My bad. Sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Hester. My bad.
Okay, let me ask you this. After you got out of juvenile hall, did you continue to be friends with Mr. Jones?
Oh, no.
Okay, did you fall out of contact with him?
Yeah.
When you saw him in San Diego on August 18th of 2022, when was the last time you had seen Mr. Jones? Had it been years? Had it been weeks, months? Can you give us some sense?
When the last time I seen him? No, because like when I came home from prison, like I started saying Flocka on BD block. Like he was hanging on BD block. So I was seeing him.
You saw him around
Yeah.
on Dee Dee's block.
Yeah.
Did you guys like talk on the phone, text, anything like that
Before the,
before the shooting?
no,
Do you remember if you had his number saved in your phone at all?
no, not at the time I didn't.
Okay, were you surprised to see him in San Diego?
Yeah, I ain't gonna necessarily say surprised, but I didn't think to see him. No.
Okay, and you mentioned you also saw somebody else, and you've said this a couple of times, the CVL Shorty.
Yeah,
Are you, when you say CVL Shorty, are you referring to Mr. Lindsay?
yeah.
Okay, what about Mr. Lindsay? Were you close with Mr. Lindsay before August of 2022?
I didn't know him. I never seen him. I didn't see him until that day.
That was the first time you met him.
Yes,
Okay, and in terms of Mr. Lindsay and Mr. Jones, when you got out of prison and started hanging out with individuals who claimed OTF, were they hanging out with you guys, Mr. Jones and Mr. Lindsay? Were they OTF?
like I said, I don't know him. That was my first time seeing him, so no. But like I said, I mean, Blanca hang out on Dee block. But you know, it was to that extent though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hanging out on Dee block.
Let me ask this a different way. When you took trips to spend time with Mr. Banks and other folks who claimed OTF, would Mr. Jones be there?
No, no.
Would you describe Mr. Jones as someone who was in the inner circle of OTF or the people who claimed OTF at that time?
That's Dee circle.
Dee Dee circle,
Yeah,
but not someone you saw hanging around Mr. Banks.
no.
Okay, so when did you first see Mr. Jones and Mr. Lindsay? Was it at the airport in San Diego? What happened?
Yeah. They was walking out, him, Dee. They was walking out the airport together and we all got in the Sprinter together.
Okay, you got in the Sprinter van.
Yeah.
Okay, who all was in the Sprinter van together?
Me, Boogie, Dee, Gotha, and the CBL shorty.
And again, Flocka is Mr. Jones, and the person you are calling CVL Shorty is Mr. Langsy.
Yeah.
So you are all in the Sprinter van. Sprinter van is just a large capacity van.
Yeah.
A lot of space in there.
Yes.
Did you all leave from San Diego Airport to Los Angeles, or did you leave from Hooters?
I think the airport, because I think me and Boogie went back to the airport. Something like that. I don't remember, but we all left together. We left from San Diego traveling to LA together.
Okay, so then you and the individuals you just named were in the Sprinter van and you were driving to Los Angeles.
Yes.
Okay, and what is that Sprinter van like inside? There was a driver, obviously, correct?
Yes.
Is this the type of van where the driver could just like reach back, and give you a high five, or was there some sort of a barrier?
No, that was a barrier, but it had like a little window.
Oh, got it. Okay. Hang on just a minute, please. If you could turn to Exhibit 106, Mr. Hester, it should be in a different binder than what you have been using. It should be in a binder that says Volume 2.
I messed this one up. I made the papers come out of this one.
That's all right.
This one say 2. This right now, what number you say?
160.
160? Okay, I got it.
Do you see a photograph in Exhibit 160?
Yes.
Does that look like a photograph inside of a van?
Inside of, I don't think I'm on the right one. Okay.
Do you see a photograph inside of a van?
Could be. I can't necessarily say that it's the one we was in.
Okay, does that look like the Sprinter van you were in, the interior?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I move to admit 160. Oh, sorry.
Your Honor, move to admit 160.
With that understanding, that was witness that the witness said it looks similar to, but did not specifically identify it. So if you wish to use another evidence to try to tie that up, then I'll remove that limitation.
Understood, Your Honor.
Now, it's admitted as long as the jury understand for what purpose, which is to say it gives you an idea what the van looks like.
Thank you, Your Honor. Let's publish, please. Okay, I'm publishing Exhibit 160. You said this looks like the van that you were inside of.
Yeah.
Okay, but the van that you were inside of, like you said, it's not like the driver could necessarily talk directly to you guys. Is that fair?
Right.
Okay, so you are in this van. Can you take it down? You were in this van driving to Los Angeles during that time. Did you ever make contact with Mr. Banks?
I didn't make contact with him, but Dee Dee FaceTimed him. I don't know if he FaceTimed Dee Dee. I know he was on Dee Dee's phone, though.
Tell us about that.
So he got on the phone and he put the camera around to Flocka now, Flocka and CBL Shorty, and said, here go the Navy SEALs, something like that. Like the Navy. Here go the Navy SEALs, something like that. You see the Navy SEALs.
Did you get the impression Mr. Wilson was referring to who was he? Who did you get the impression Mr. Williams was referring to when he said, "Do you see the Navy SEALs?"
He put the fall on Flocka and the CBL Shorty.
Could you see Mr. Banks on the FaceTime?
At that time?
Or at any time when you were in the Sprinter?
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a phone call. Did you hear his voice?
Yeah.
But it sounds like when you were saying Dee Dee showed, turn the camera in the direction of Flocka and the CBL Shorty.
Yeah, he put it in their direction first.
And referenced, here go the Navy SEALs.
Yeah, here go the Navy SEALs, or you see the Navy SEALs, one of them.
What did you understand that to mean?
I mean, Navy SEALs are part of the military. I mean, they're killers, I guess. People that go on missions. I don't know how to put it.
You said people go on missions.
Yeah.
Okay. You said eventually you said you eventually saw Mr. Banks on the FaceTime.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
He go crazy, man. Go crazy, something like that about me. And he put the camera in my face, and I slammed the brakes to dirt. And I looked up, and I like, where you at, in the studio? He like, I'm in the stew.
I'm in the stew.
Yeah.
Is that short for studio?
Yes.
So when the camera was on you, you said you slammed the brakes.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I dropped GD, something I always do.
So you threw a gang sign that was disrespectful to gangster disciples.
Yes.
Okay, and you asked him where he was at. You said that he said the stew. Could you see anything that told you were where he was at, or could you?
Yeah, that's what I said. Where you at, the stew? And he's like, yeah, I'm at the stew because I've been in that studio before.
So you've been in the studio that he was at?
Yeah.
Under what circumstances were you at the studio previously?
Before then?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
But it was someplace you had been.
Yeah, it was Wayne's studio.
Is that like a music producer?
I think Wayne was a manager or something like that.
Okay, so you said you asked where you at. He said the stew. You dropped the rakes. What happened next?
Him and Dee Dee went back to talking.
On FaceTime?
Yeah,
And where were you sitting in relation to Mr. Wilson? Were you in the back of him? Were you in front of him? Were you sitting in a circle? How did it look?
I was sitting that always sitting all the way like on the driver's side, all the way in the back. And Dee Dee was like in an angle of me.
Okay, and what about the CVL shorty?
They was like right there.
In front of you?
Like Booger was right there. So he was right here.
You're making a motion with your hand where they in like the side of the van, center of the van?
Yeah, like you could say the center because it was me, them, then Boogie. Booger was over there.
Okay. And so when Mr. Wilson continues his conversation with Mr. Banks, was Mr. Wilson's back to you at that time?
Some of the time he was moving around, like he was up moving around when he was talking.
Okay. Did you make any stops on your way from San Diego to Los Angeles?
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
I don't know which one was first, but we stopped at, we was on top of a mountain somewhere. Like it was, I don't know where it was at, but we was up high somewhere. And he's like, you can look down. It was dark, but you could see all the lights and house lights, street lights. It was up in the mountain somewhere. We stopped there for a second. We got off the sprinter and we stretched our legs and stuff. And I remember somebody trying to take a picture, but it was like dark. I remember I even like opened up my phone to the video part and you couldn't even really see down. Like you just saw the lights, but we stopped there for a second and then we went to it was either a Target or a Walmart, one of them.
When you stopped at a Target or a Walmart, did all of you go into the store?
Yeah, yes.
Do you know why you guys stopped at a Walmart or the Target?
Yeah, to get hoodies and gloves.
Why did you need hoodies and gloves?
I mean, because when you do something, you gotta try to disguise yourself some type of way, and none of us had none of that.
So it sounds like you all went into the store to purchase hoodies and gloves.
Yeah,
Did you purchase hoodies and gloves?
yes.
Did everyone purchase their own hoodies and gloves, or did one purchase it? How did that go?
No, we didn't all like individually like go to the register and buy it ourselves.
Yeah.
No,
Okay, but you all got hoodies and gloves individually.
yeah,
Okay, and you went back to the Sprinter and continued on your way to LA.
yeah,
You eventually arrived in LA.
yes.
Okay, tell us what happened when you arrived.
We pulled off and I remember it was a car lot, like right there somewhere, like on the side of us. Like we was on the street, a busy street, a wide street. But when we stopped, cuz they go back and he hopped off, say, what's up? And him and Dee Dee stopped off for a second, stepped down for a second, like just the two of, just them two. I don't know what their conversation or nothing was, but he hopped back on. Cuz was like, I got some bad news. And I'm like, what's the bad news? And Cuz said, I only got 3 guns.
And so, just so we understand, once you got to Los Angeles, you said Cuz met up with you in the Sprinter van, yeah? Oh.
Yeah,
And the first time you saw Cuz was when he came to the Sprinter van door.
yes,
Okay. Was there an initial greeting or did he just quickly leave the Sprinter van with Mr. Wilson?
No, we said what's up to him. I think I even shook up with him. Yeah, but
Okay. And you are, and then at some point, Mr. Wilson and Cuz stepped off the Sprinter van.
yes,
And so at that point, who is in the Sprinter van?
me, Boogie Blocker, and the CBF shorty.
And you said that that Cuz eventually came back.
Yeah,
Did he come back with Dee Dee or did he just come back alone?
he come back with Dee.
And he said that he had bad news.
Yes.
So tell us what happened from there.
So he said he got bad news. He only got 3 guns. So I remember, I'm trying to see which one of them it was. I don't. Cuz had them. Dee Dee was grabbing them from him. Like, I remember that the 2 Glocks that had the sticks in them was hanging out one of the hoodie pockets. I ain't sure which one, but I know Dee Dee grabbing the guns. He gave one to the CVS shorty first, which was a Glock. Then he gave Glock the other Glock that had the switch on it. And he held the Beretta in his hand, and he said to me, I'm rusty. You rusty? He like, I don't know, kind of rusty. It's been a while.
Referring to you.
Yeah,
Did you take one of the firearms?
yeah. He gave me the Beretta.
Sorry. Was there any discussion before that moment who would actually be one of the shooters?
No.
Okay, so that was the moment that it was determined who would be a shooter?
Yes.
All right. And you mentioned a switch. What is a switch?
It's a piece that you put on the back of a gun and make it fully automatic. You put it on the back of the lock to make it fully automatic.
And you mentioned that is the one that Flocka, Mr. Jones, had.
Yes.
Okay, what happened next?
He asked where the car was at. I don't remember who asked, but somebody asked where the car was at. He said he was either pulling up behind us or he was behind us, and we get out to look at the car. When I got off the Sprinter, the dude, I couldn't really see his face really. He had his hood and shit tied up, but he was like wiping using his sleeve of his hoodie and like wiping the door handle and stuff, and the door handles and stuff off.
This is another individual that you haven't mentioned yet.
Yeah.
Separate from the group that traveled to LA.
Yeah.
And not Cuz.
Yeah, not Cuz. This was the person who Cuz was getting the car from.
Okay, it appeared this person was delivering a vehicle.
Yes.
Okay, what did that car look like?
It was a 4-door car, white Infinity tinted windows.
Did you understand that to be the slider or the hot car that was going to be used in the murder?
Yes.
So you see this individual wiping down the door handles with the sleeve of his hoodie. What happened next?
Cuz gave him his money. He went about his way.
So he leaves.
Yeah.
Are you outside at this point or are you still in the Sprinter van?
No, we outside.
Who's outside?
All of us. I think all of us was.
Everyone who came up from Los Angeles? Everyone who came up from San Diego Airport?
Yes, and Cuz, yeah.
Okay, and Cuz. Where was the driver of the Sprinter van?
I don't remember.
Okay, so the slider gets delivered or the hot car.
Yeah.
And what happens next?
Me, Blocker, Boogie and the CBL shorty got in our car, and Dee Dee and Cuz got in the other car, the BMW.
So Cuz got into the BMW with Dee Dee.
Yes,
And you and CVL Shorty and Flocka got into the Slider, the hot car.
yes.
Okay, do you remember around what time it was? Was it in the evening? Is that right? This was at night.
Yeah, it was dark. I don't know what time it was. Don't know.
So once you all are in those two different cars, where do you go next?
We went to the hotel. There, we knew that Quando Rondo and them was there. And then it was like, we had to follow Cuz. And I'm like, to a little side block. Like, it was kind of dark. It was too far from where the hotel was at. But that is when I got out of the car with Blanca and them and got in the car with Dee Dee. And he was going, and we was going to see like the hotel and, you know, the ins and outs about it.
So you parked a little bit away from the hotel from what you recall.
Yes.
And are you saying that you got out of the car and walked on foot closer to the hotel?
No, I got in the car with Dee Dee and Cuz. I got out the car with Blanca and them and Boogie and them and got in the car with Dee Dee and them.
Got it.
And Cuz.
So now it's you, Cuz, Dee Dee in the BMW.
With you. Yeah.
And what do you all talk about?
We was going to see, like, scope the scene out, like, see what was doing. Duty was on the phone, and Duty was letting it be known that that dude told them he was a certain amount of minutes away. So they had to get ready to come down soon, and that the weed dude was expecting some money, but he ain't giving him nothing. Like, he's just going to get the money for Quando, whatever the case may be.
So let me just make sure I understand you. You say you are in a vehicle with Cuz, Dee Dee, and yourself, and Dodie Lou calls.
Yeah, he was on FaceTime.
Okay, and he tells you that the weed guy who has Quando's location is close by.
It wasn't really close by. That is what he told. He basically told Quando and him, like, he was, I don't remember the right number, but he was a certain amount of minutes away. So they're going to be coming down shortly.
So this is coming from Dodie Lou, and Dodie Lou is saying, I told the weed guy to tell Quando that. Mr. Steele.
I'm just going to object, Your Honor.
I'm
Object to
going to
repeating.
object to repeating. The jurors can hear the testimony.
If it's clear.
Overruled.
Okay. So Duty Low is telling you and the folks in the car that he, Duty Low, talked to the person who was selling weed, who was providing Quando's location.
Yeah.
And that person told Duty Low that that person had told Quando that that person was almost there to deliver the weed.
Exactly.
What was your impression of that? Was that some kind of a trick to bring Quando downstairs?
Yeah.
Can you tell us about it? What do you think that?
I mean, because that is what Dude was telling us. Like, dude not really coming. Like, Fondo and them fixing to come out there, and basically, like, that is what the plan was, to get them back, was when they came out to get the weed.
Can you publish Exhibit 13, page 6, please? Showing you Exhibit 13, page 6. Have you seen screenshots like this before?
Yes.
Okay, this is when you were meeting with the FBI to talk about your testimony.
Right.
Okay, and does this show a surveillance footage from the Level Hotel?
Yeah, it looks like a case. Yeah.
Okay, and does this look like the slider, the hot car? If you can zoom in, maybe.
It's kind of little.
Kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
Okay, zoom in, please. And what about this vehicle here? Does that look like the BMW that you guys were using?
Yeah.
Okay, at some,
We was on opposite sides of the street at that point. Yeah.
can you repeat that?
I said, yeah, because we were on opposite sides. I remember I was being on the opposite side of the street at one point.
The two different cars.
Yeah.
When you were on the opposite side of the streets, do you remember which car you were in?
I was in the BMW.
You were in the BMW.
Yeah.
With Dee Dee and Cuz still?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got that call indicating that essentially that Quando Rondo may be coming downstairs from the.
It's very leading, Your Honor. All right. He continues to repeat. I understand that was your objection. Mr. Steele, objection is overruled.
So duty tells you that. What happens next?
So, we sitting there for a minute, looking through the look glass to see if we see anybody in. We sat there for a minute, but then we end up pulling off. We all pulled off, and we went back to a little side block, and we was just like, we are going to go, and when he comes out, we are going to let the other car know to pull up.
Okay, so you were in the BMW, right, outside of the Level Hotel.
Yes.
And the other car, the slider, was somewhere else.
Yeah, like we have our left. We went to this side block. It ain't that far away. I'm not from LA, so I can't tell you exactly where I was at, but it was a little side block that was like dark. And that is where we had the hot car, Saga and them parked at. And me, Dee Dee, and Cuz was in the BMW. We are going to go pull up, and we are going to go sit right there and see when they come out. And when they come out, we're going to make the call to them to call.
Did they eventually come out?
Yeah.
And that you guys knew?
Yeah, they did.
Someone came out.
Yeah.
What happened?
So they came out just without a candle, or and it was crazy because from our point of view, well, I say it was crazy because it was just like, y'all don't even know people here to get y'all. Y'all just coming out freely, just walking up and down the street, looking down the street. One of them loved scooters. And it was just like, even Dee Dee said it. Dee Dee had the Beretta in his hand at the time, and Dee Dee had pointed the gun out the window, like, boy, I could F them up right now. Like, they lacking. Like, they easy. We got them. Like that. Like, the dude and them, they was just really not paying attention to their surroundings or anything. And then we was trying to, figure out which one is Quando. And they was saying, like, how they got to be him with the armored fatigue, too shiesty, because that's him. It gotta be him. Dude that had that camouflage fitted on, he had pulled the mouth part down at one point because he was smoking a cigarette. I think it was a cigarette. He was smoking something. I think it was a cigarette though. And we saw his grill, so at Medford, that's him. And
did you all call the people in the Infinity and tell them to come to the Level Hotel?
we had them on standby. but like the police was riot haze. Like it was police folks. Like riot haze 1 minute, and then here come another one, and then here come another one. So it was like, damn, this is kind of hot. Like police started riding.
So was the decision made not to try to shoot them outside?
Yeah,
You mentioned someone with the camouflage. You used the word poo shiesty.
yeah.
What is that?
It's a female.
Okay, like a head covering.
Yeah,
And you noticed someone was wearing that who had, it was camouflage in color.
yeah.
And you decided as a group, it sounds like, not to.
Your Honor,
Honor,
I'm
I'm
just
just
going
gonna
to
object
object
to
to the
the constant.
constant. I understand that the witness has already testified. Is setting it up for the next question. The objection is overruled.
By the way, you said that Mr. Wilson had a Beretta while you were in the BMW.
Yeah, he grabbed the Beretta out of my hand. Yeah.
Where were you all sitting?
Cuff was driving. He was in the passenger seat, and I was behind him.
In the back seat.
Yeah.
Did you have a gun at this point?
I had the Beretta at first, but Dee Dee grabbed the Beretta. And that's when he like pointed it. Like, boy, they easy. I can get out and F them up right now. Like they lacking, like. He pointed the gun, not like sticking out the window or anything, but he pointed it at the window, like towards them. Like they don't even, like they easy. Like,
If it hadn't been for those police vehicles that you all saw circling multiple times, would the murder have gone down right then and there?
yes, it would have.
Was Dee Dee the only one in the car in the BMW at that point with the gun, or did anyone else have a gun?
The other guns was, the other two guns was in the other car.
Gotcha. They were with the other car.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened next?
We just called it off. Dee Dee like, yeah, it's too hot. The police started riding up here. It's too risky.
You used the word hot. Does that have a particular meaning where you're from?
Yeah, so in Chicago, like when the police keep riding through your area, we say it's hot, police hot.
Can other things or people also be considered hot?
Yeah,
Can you explain that?
like drawing too much attention to themselves by the police, doing dumb stuff. They say you hot.
Got it. Okay. So it was too hot that night. What did you guys do next?
We went to a hotel.
Did you travel together, both cars following each other to the hotel?
Yeah,
And by the way, while you were outside of the Level Hotel before you left, were you all communicating via phone?
yeah.
Was it FaceTime or regular?
No, it was,
If you don't recall, it's okay too.
yeah, I can't say, but yeah, we was communicating through phones. I ain't sure if it was FaceTime or not, though.
Okay, but a decision was made to leave and both cars leave. Yep.
Yes,
Okay, you said you went to a hotel.
yes.
Where was the hotel?
I don't know. I just remember cuz saying, I'm not from California, so I can't tell you wasn't at the net, but I just remember cuz saying like this, where we going to? I'm going to take y'all to the hotel. Everybody that go to Disney World or Disneyland go to this hotel when they're going to Disneyland or whatever.
Okay, give me just a second. My battery's dying. Hang on. Okay. Sorry. Okay, and all of you ended up going to that hotel.
Yes,
And did you handle check-in? How did the check-in work?
Puff went in and got the phone.
And let's see. What happened once you got there?
So, Puff, I needed some weed. Puff left to go get some weed. We sat in the room. Puff came back out, came with the weed. We went out and got it. It's like the room was like on the first level, and it had like a little slide door that led out to a little side parking lot. Me and Flossie and them went out there and smoked. We went back in the room. We laid down. There wasn't too much talking. People was on their phones, and we went to sleep.
Was the plan to carry out the murder the next day?
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
Honor,
Oh, sorry.
Your Honor, I think that this is a good place to stop.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Mr. Hester, would you please repeat your answer?
I said, yeah, we planned on catching them before they left.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to break for the day. Remember what I've told you. Do not discuss the case or allow anyone to discuss this case with you or contact you about this case. If that should happen, please let me know. Do not investigate the case. Thank you. Deputies, you may remove Mr. Hester from the. You may be seated. The motion for mistrial made by counsel for Mr. Banks and joined by the counsel, Mr. Wilson and Mr. Lindsay, is denied. I was under the impression after all discussion at the sidebar that what had occurred, which was not my understanding of what had been said, was that Mr. Bank had proposed sort of armed robbery. This is not what happened. Reviewing the rough transcript, rather than Mr. Hess said he expressed jealousy of certain people associated with another rapper who had jewelry. He stated he did not and should just rob it. And then Mr. Bank allegedly, although it's been stricken from the record now, just expressed approval of that. That is entirely consistent with the government trying to show and arguably there was nothing wrong with it and it didn't even need to be stricken. However, I decided I would allow through its striking for several reasons, and I hope this will be a warning. The first is that I had at sidebar that I would and I didn't want to have a long discussion of why I wasn't in keeping the jury waiting. The second was that this is really a pretty trivial point here in light of everything that is being discussed and the testimony of this witness. The third thing is there was the name of a certain entertainer. It meant nothing to me. I accept Miss O'Connor's representation that this is a person of some fame, perhaps known to people in the courtroom or on the jury. Therefore, the jury might have attached greater significance to the whole exchange that I did at the time. And finally, the final thing is that while certainty not being a base even to strike the testimony, let alone to have a mistrial, I do understand a certain sense of frustration on the defense part here because I'm not going to get into who is correct. I have heard two accounts of whether that exchange between Mr. Bank and Mr. Hester, if it ever in the real world occurred, was referred in the prior interviews or not. But whether it was, whether it wasn't, the government does have some obligation here. When we have litigate so much of these issues, to give me a heads up when I said give, okay, ask the question, but get an example. I thought it was going to be something even more initious, initious than what it was we heard. You know, like, oh, he encouraged me to carry a gun, flash a gun. And that was what I had understood from the prior testimony. So, the government really had to let me know if there is going to be something of even potentially a con- conver-
Controversial.
controversial going on here. But that being said, since there arguably was nothing that even needed to be stricken, then certainly have stricken it and given the limitation instruction and the warning to the jury that counsel requested, that the matter is taken care of. And really, in light of everything we are hearing, it's the idea that would somehow prejudice this jury against Mr. Bank is incredibly far fetched. It simply just couldn't happen. So, having put the issue behind us, we have a few minutes here. Mr. Steele, what would you like to raise before we start again in the morning?
I just want to educate
Mr.
your
Steele,
honorable court.
where did she go?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I
No,
just want
I'm
to
waiting for
educate.
Mr. Steele.
Can you hear me?
Go
She
ahead now.
Can you hear me? I just want to educate your honorable court. I was inaccurate. It wasn't a 302 in February, I believe, of 2025. So I just wanted you to be aware of that.
Thank you. Is there anything else? Oh, the final thing I meant to say is why I thought it was statutorily salutary to strike it is because I have been aware that this was coming. Then I would have given a limitation instruction because I don't see under any potential theory that it could have been the statement of a co-conspirator at that time, and had it I allowed it, I also would have said specifically that it should not be admitted against the other two defendants. So that was yet another reason why it was appropriate to strike. Anything else from the defense before we start again tomorrow morning? Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry. Yes, Your Honor. As I raised at sidebar, and this is the issue, and of course, respecting the court's ruling, this is death by thousand cut. Your Honor, at a certain point, we go past the tipping point, as the court noted, or considering this trivial, we respectfully disagree. But at a certain point, it becomes too much. The major issue that I have, as I raise, is Exhibit 164. The government offered this exhibit through a witness, did not identify Exhibit 164 for this witness. We received notice last night referring a murder which I am familiar with, the government is familiar with, and significantly, the government, anytime they have offered audio, they offered a stimulus transcript. We did not have this for Exhibit 164. I pressed the government prior to when they were going to offer it. They were vague, did not at all mention that they were offering it for this witness, even though they had been identifying the exhibit per witness. Then, Your Honor, we know from their notes and from their understanding that the basis that they represented why it was admissible was to purport a claim that Mr. Wilson identified himself as a murder man. And we know this is absolutely false. He is saying me and murder man, which the government confirmed with Hester earlier today that there was another individual in the video. But instead, the government got to put an entire 5-minute video of Mr. Wilson walking through a neighborhood where we were told it was going to be limited. The government represented it would be excerpt. But then secondly, Your Honor, they misrepresented their alleged admission of being a murder man, and we would move for a mistrial based on that alone. The judge says, "All right, your the motion is denied. Now let me hear the government's in response to your argument."
Yes, Your Honor. Number one, the exhibit speaks for itself. As the court has heard, Mr. Wilson looks down at a comment from Instagram Live. We actually have the comments, but that is not the version. And he says, they are saying Dee Dee is a murder man. For sure that. So that is clear. Apparently, there was someone else there named Murder, like another gang member. And I specifically didn't elicit that because I didn't want to run afoul to this court's ruling with respect to identifying just Grandiosa's gang members. I think that is maybe the confusion here, but I think the exhibit speaks for itself. Dee Dee, the murder man, for sure that. So I guess that is what counsel is talking about. That is not our understanding of what Mr. Wilson was referring. It's pretty clear from the exhibit, Your Honor.
Your Honor, absolutely not. The issue the government knows, and they confirmed that with Mr. Hester this morning that they went over 164, but an individual murder was present in the video, and then Mr. Wilson refers to him. Your Honor, specifically, the government did not provide a transcript despite my request, which is standard, which we have done for every other audio exhibit that they have offered, but intentionally withheld it to create a misimpression to the jury.
That is just not true, Your Honor. And again, the exhibit speaks for itself. Counsel is free to argue that he's referring to someone else. He literally looks down and says, they are saying Dee Dee is a murder man, for sure that. If counsel wants to cross examine anyone on that, they can.
Well, Your Honor, I'm
We
sorry.
will be.
Well, Your Honor, we will be providing a transcript. Unlike the government, we will be addressing it with their witness.
May I just say, Your Honor, the transcript issue there is no effort to withhold a transcript. There is other recordings that we are going to be playing without a transcript, just because of the nature of what is being said. Some of it we can't really credibly make out, and so we didn't want to potentially tilt the scales either way by putting forth a transcript for stuff that is sometimes unclear.
All right. I accept the government's explanation here. And again, I don't think there is any unduly prejudiced effect here on Mr. Wilson. Certainly, it doesn't need to be stricken. Certainly, it's not excludable under Rule 403, and therefore the video will stand. Anything else from the defense before tomorrow morning? And I'm sure I'll get an email late tonight the way I did last night. But I am asking right now. I am not preventing you from coming up with something between now and tomorrow morning. All right, Mr. Finley? No, Your Honor. All right, thank you. Anything from the government? And then I have something to say to Mr. Mills. Anything from the government?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Mills, I received, yes, I said, your exhibit reminder. I gave a cultive instruction, not as lengthy as what you proposed, but later on, I can do that or something close to it for 164. The reason I haven't done it from 201 is to just raise 201 now without any context and say you can't consider it. You can only consider it against Mr. Wilson because that is the effect of saying it's not considered against Mr. Lindsay or Mr. Banks. It just strikes me as unfair to Mr. Wilson. But if 201 comes up here, then again, I will do that. And if it doesn't, then certainly at the end of the case, I'll make it clear to the jury that they understand that Exhibit 201 is not to be used against Mr. Lindsay or Mr. Banks. I just want you to know that that is the reason I haven't mentioned it. I haven't mentioned 201 yet. Mr. Mills. No problem, Your Honor. 164 came up again, so I'll be looking for a natural point where it will be. The jury will get the information without unduly pointing a finger from me to Mr. Wilson. The other thing I want to remind the government of is the point that Mr. Mills made, which is that there are Exhibit 122, 217, 218, and 220, which have not yet been shown to be co-conspirator statement. Looking forward to what the three cooperating witnesses are going to see. It strikes me that it will not be different from the government to do that. But the government still has to do it. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it can't be done. So remember, somebody's battery's dying. So remember, before offering those 4 exhibits, you just have to get my permission and indicate to them why you believe that you have established a foundation for that they are co-conspirator statement. Yes, Your Honor. All right. Then counsel, special agent, gentlemen, I will see you in the morning. Go ahead. Her phone died. I apologize, Your Honor. Could I ask one clarified question? Yes. In the event, I understand that the court's ruling or comment, but I just want to clarify. In the event that the court finds that any one of these exhibits are not applicable to Mr. Lindsay, there would be a limited instruction am I understanding that correctly? That's correct. But off the top of my head, I'll have to go back and look at my prior order on this. I have to look to see who uttered these to see if they are admissible against anyone. But I don't remember off the top of my head who the clearance was for those 4 exhibits. So I would need to, I'll go back and look that tonight. So I'm in a position to say what would happen if they're not co-conspirator statement. Mr. Morris says, understood, Your Honor. I was only curious because 217 and 220 were the subject of pretrial motion, and these exhibits were admitted. The judge. Correct, Mr. Morris. Thank you, the judge. All right. That is the thing. Where am I at? I just lost my spot.
1645.
1645. Is it 33 or 39?
38. 38.
30. Okay. I don't have.
Having done that.
I'm sorry. Haven't done that. I don't remember who, as I said, who the declarant was, so I can't say here and say, oh, it would be admissible against Mr. Bank or Mr. Wilson or whoever. I just don't know at this point. That was quite a while ago on that, or at least in terms of this case, it seems like quite a while ago. Understood, Your Honor. Thank you. Thank you. All right. That was it, y'all.
That was awesome. Yay.
Woo! Y'all,
Woo, woo, woo.
let me tell you, SSS had that voice
Yes.
transmitter. Y'all, did y'all think that was a man? Did y'all think
Yeah.
that was a man, y'all? That was SSS. She had put on this. She did good, y'all. We gotta give her a
Yeah.
hand on that one, y'all. That was not a man. That was his voice. What did she call it?
A voice transformer, I think.
Voice transformer, and we thought it was a man. Did you not think it was a man? There's no man up here. And you know she has a soft voice. All right, guys. That was great. So once we get Mr. Steele's side, and because they continue to cross-examine, direct examine him, and Mr. Steele did start on him. I think he did a good job, they said. So I'll see you guys later. Great job, ladies. Thank you. Thank you so much for everybody.
Yeah, see you
Guys,
tomorrow.
Share. Look, when I had the X on, X had over 800 people in here. And YouTube, I only had like 20. That sucks, y'all. 20-something people on YouTube, and X had over 800 folks. Over 800 folks was in my chat from X. Over 8. And you guys can't get 20 on YouTube? What's up with that? All right, I'll see you guys later. Make sure you share this, like, share, hype this video so folks will get a chance to see it, okay? Have a great night, y'all. Night, night. Bye. Oh, we will not be doing this tomorrow, so sorry, because I have work to do. All right? Good night, everybody. Bye.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me. We laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just to show. Every click and comment makes us grow. What's in check, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign and joy's what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click